Welcome back to BTD6 Rogue, the modded game mode that simulates BTD6 as a roguelike, giving you options to add upgrades to your arsenal to eventually beat all 120 rounds of bosses and infinite balloons. And once again, thanks to Men for creating this game mode. Last time on this Ancient Portal game, you may recall that we lost, unfortunately. So now we're going to get revenge. Most of the rules are going to be the same, however, I am going to change the map a little bit because Ancient Portal is honestly kind of annoying. Cornfield is an advanced map, technically by NK's terms. Maybe a smidgen easier than Portal, but I think still difficult enough to provide a tough challenge. And we're also going to disable the things that we disabled last time. So I'd say, again, it should be pretty challenging. But with the knowledge I learned from the previous game, I think I have a better shot at beating it this time. Let's not waste any more time. We're gonna actually pick the most expensive hero, Churchill, because I think the early game's easy enough that I can get away with it. And once again, we pick 3 towers. I am definitely gonna do Super Monkey. And reminder, the tier 2s of the tower are what you get. So I think a good tier 2 is maybe a druid and a wizard. Yes, all magic. Let's cook here. I'm just hoping a druid can get us through the early game here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually looking at a certain tower for my early game choice. However, it seemed like all support options were not allowed, like for our starting loadout, which is pretty strange, but I'm not going to question it too much. Anyways, first 5 rounds are easy. Now we get a choice of things. Don't look at the upgrades too closely here, because they are tier 2s. I was going to pick the Mortar Monkey, but I think I'm going to use my 3 rerolls. Maybe we can get lucky on something good. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to use all 3 rerolls here. And I'm left with no choice but to pick the best tier 2 out of this. I think if we're talking about bosses, gotta go for the tax shitter. Well, it's not bad for the balloons coming in as well. This gets good coverage. Now, I know I'm not spending my 1.3k. I'm trying to see if I can get Churchill. This round we get to see the boss, and it has been randomly generated to Dread Balloon. Oh crap, that's bad, because I have all magic monkeys. And attack doesn't have lead popping, with tier 2 at least. At the very least, heroes are immune to that. And oh god, I want a Churchill here, guys. In fact, wait a minute. His hitbox, he's fat as hell. I don't know if this is a good spot. I think I'd rather honestly just sell the Druid. I wanted Churchill here so he can kind of chase the balloon to the exit. Now I'm gonna quickly get back my Thorn Swarm. Churchill still sucks at level 1/level 2, but hopefully he'll get better over time. I think we should just pre-buy these Heart of Winds in advance, because I know I'm gonna use them. Maybe Heart of Thunder if I'm still struggling to balloons, but this choice is gonna be important. And sadly, I only have 1 reroll for this one, so oh crap, I don't think I realized that I only gain 1 reroll every time I can choose a path, so I shouldn't have used all rerolls the last time. Sadly, I gotta use it here, because the other tower sucked ass, and I gotta pick Rapid Reload. The thing that makes Rogue hard is the fact that, at least with no income, the tier 5s are going to be pretty tough, at least round 120, because they don't have the HP of a tier 5 normal boss, but it's still pretty high. So working with no income while defending the dense balloons coming in is a bit of a struggle. I'm just going to keep all the money in hand, because I need to be flexible for round 20. Thankfully, it's pretty weak, low HP. I think it's okay to spend maybe $700 here, just to put a mortar all the way up here, and holy crap. I think I'll just buy Heart of Thunder. We're leaking way too much. Oh my god, I don't have cam protection too. I hate this game. I need to sell this and buy this. Oh god, I didn't expect them to come in this early. That was the thing. Gotta buy Guided Magic too, just to make them a bit more accurate. That's not good because I want a Wall Fire, but whatever. Let's put this on cam priority. And I sure hope it has enough to defend here, because I can't really sell. Oh god, they just don't stop coming, do they? Now, if you don't know how Rogue works for bosses, basically the round doesn't end until you beat the boss, and so the balloons keep coming in. That's bad, because my 102 cannot defend. So you know what? I think I gotta make the decision here to go travel back in time to a point where maybe I don't go for Heart of Thunder. Like, knowing those cam balloons are out, I just gotta go 202 now and see where that takes me. Well, it looks like I can easily survive this time simply by not, like, removing the corn, not going for the mortar, and getting 202, but this means I have nothing for the magic layer other than Churchill, so he has to do it all. If not for speed hack, getting to this point may have taken like 30 minutes anyway. The problem with Cornfield is that there's not a lot of time because of the way, like, the layout. We're basically working with, like, an expert level of track for the early game. I feel like if we get through the early game, things will be much easier. Unfortunately, I think I'm cooked. We're currently on the military layer, and take a look. We're not even close to popping it. What the hell, man? And I forgot about Rock Bloons too. The tack shooter, I don't know if that's going to be enough to defend Magic Immunity layer, but this is not even halfway. And we're dead. Yeah. Confirm Churchill sucks, and or Dread Bloon for tier 1 is simply too brutal with the lack of variety. I think we'll run it back with the same towers. End of round 5 tower choice. Let's choose wisely. No? I think I'm gonna have to say yes to 6 druids, because that's insane. That's gonna give us a lot of boss damage, if it's not phase at least. And thank the heavens, it's the easiest boss. Unfortunately, maybe the easiest boss is better as a tier 5 and not tier 1, but I'll take what I can get here. We probably need some group palm power for the innards. Keep that in mind. We'll get lightning. And choose wisely here. Multiple supers is nice, but I can't afford 3 of them right now. I would like an infinite range tower, so honestly, a heli pilot looks good. I think we're in a good position here. $4,000. I think for my first run here, let's remove, no. How about the $700? I want something in the entrance. We'll waste on a helipad. I do believe I want infinite range tower, just to be able to damage Dread Bloon in the early game. So I'll start with a 1-0-0, and hopefully that's good. Yeah, look at this free damage. Basically, we'll just use the Leaping Sword for the balloon insides, depending on what they are for balloon areas. So here we are. First goal, it's just a bunch of grouped yellows. Let me see if I can defend it. Okay, I can defend it really without much, but that was just to be safe. Honestly, I love the fact that the weaker bosses also have weaker, like, balloons to compensate. That's pretty cool to have, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I'm actually gonna not use it on the yellows there. Just tank it and then just let Sod keep doing damage. I will save Leaping Sword, though, for this part, because it's just the last goal. Come on, now. Nice. And piece of cake. That is what I wanted to see for the first tier, not that crap the previous time. And now, hopefully, Sonic can solo all camos until round 25. Then maybe get a good choice of 3 towers, or 1 tower next time. Camo pinks here? Oh, that's not good to see. I just realized I also have Druid, so I can maybe do a Heart of Vengeance strategy with my current 120 lives. Yeah, I'll get ahead of that. Let's get 1% extra attack speed with that red leak. And pick tier 3 now. These are pretty decent, but I think I need boss damage. But I also don't want to use too many rerolls. I think I'll take the 3 heavy shells while I can. Because holy crap, this is a good... looks like a good time to use it. That's a lot of leads. How about I just 2-2-0 mortar out of that? I won't buy heavy shells because remember, as you see, for some reason, these prices here I think are more than unpoppable, or are they unpoppable prices? I don't know, but they're very expensive, as you can see, relatively speaking. Oh, here come more camo leaks. Let me get another. But I didn't leak because I had the Leaping Sword. Oh, well. Oh, God. Camo whites. Camo whites. Camo whites. That's not going to leak any. Wow. Boy, are we lucky. Now, seeing the boss here is going to be interesting phase. Good to know. So my Heart of Vengeance army is pretty much useless. That means I think it's time for go for this Super Monkey. Yeah, I think I gotta at least get a prime position for one of them. So this one maybe 0-2-2, although it's not very good against the balloon rounds coming in. My only concern, gonna leave 20 lives there for the druids, that's okay. And now this pick is gonna be important. Do I want any of these 3? I'm not gonna lie, Dragon's Breath looks very enticing, but I can't. Let's try again. These 3 are worse than the other 3. One more reroll, please. Okay, tough spot here, but I think I'll do the Druid of the Jungle. I think I do want an infinite range tower again. So how about for the balloons coming in, because they are disgusting to see at least. If you saw again the last time I tried this, the balloons were honestly as big of an issue as the boss, and that's saying a lot because the bosses were hard as hell. I'm just telling you, this game mode is hard as hell. Can't even imagine the hardest one, because this is the second highest. The second highest, mind you. Sadly, I didn't, unfortunately, get any decamo. I would have liked that, so the druids could do something, but again, let's just see how much money we have rolling in to 40. The only problem is that going for a 202 has way less range. 022 would give more damage to phase, but it'd be kind of a weird tower for other bosses slash other balloons and crosspathing. Like, if I ever unlock a, I don't know, Dark Knight, well, it's not the worst crosspath, but I don't have Alchemist on it. I still think I'm ultimately going to go for this. I'm hoping this just solos. Because, again, I need to save money maybe for the insane amount of balloons, as you see. We'll use Sada occasionally. So here we are. The 022 is now damaging phase, and I think that's all we need, because remember, it gets +1 camo damage. So, again, I'm hoping. Don't need to buy any more. It looks like the Druid the Jungle the Druid, and not even Heavy Shells can defend the balloons coming in. Love to see it. Just watch out, though, because the 3 skips that phase does transport the balloons forward. So, I may want to get more camo damage if it looks tight. Yeah, I feel like the last skull is going to be very, very hard. Maybe I should get more now? You know what they say, better late than never? I'm so greedy, though. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because remember, we still have 2 infinite range towers that defend the balloons. And there's a camo lead. F off right now. Are you kidding me? When was that a balloon spawn? I gotta spend the 1500. I think I'll just get a wall of fire to be super duper safe here. Last jump. And we're so coked, man. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be nearly as difficult as the first run. Okay, new plan. Just simply buy IFR my heli. I try to get greedy and skip it, but I think I need it. Let's see how much earlier we can get things now. This is jump number 2. Yeah, that definitely looks a little bit earlier, but maybe not enough to make a difference. On the bright side, we are going to win, so I will take it. I will take it, right? Surely the helis do 700 damage, or else I'm literally gonna die. Really? What? Alright, I'm about done with everything. This time, I just simply bought the helis at the earliest possible time, and surely that should be the difference maker. Yep, the last skull is a bit earlier now, so surely we're good. Surely I don't gotta spend more than this much. Oh, wow, that was literally the last second. Okay, which hero is best? Striker is enticing me because of the mortars that I already have, but I just gotta go for the utility, man. In Jerry. You never know when the Jerry fires might come in clutch, or maelstroms, etc. It's just the issue is income. Gonna have to save a lot of money if I need to use Jerry items. I think I'll also make the decision of not using the Quincy action figure for income. I don't know if it actually counts as income in this game mode. Normally when they ban income in like chimps and whatnot, you simply just can't drop the NFT. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the sell price. But you know what? I'll make this decision, or hopefully you guys will allow this. I'll drop it for 780 because it's not a big investment. I'll see if it goes up in sell price. It does. But here's what I'll say. If I end up, for some reason, having enough of a skill issue to not beat this challenge, then I'll allow myself to sell the NFT, even though that may be against the no income rule. I think it's better to at least salvage a run with that stipulation rather than, you know, being stuck at a dead end. So this is just an emergency break in case of glass. And Alchemist, I'm not going to waste time. I know it's only one of them, but I literally can't. It's so good on this Rumagi here that I'm not even going to see what the next boss is. I'm just going to buff it. Tier 3 at minimum. Now, I feel like I'm starting to run out of useful towers because I got 28k, but there's literally nothing to spend the money on other than Jerry items. Like, I can only get tier 3 heavy shells or Druid the Jungles, but that's not gonna help us against the boss. So let us beat 50 here and see what the boss is so we can plan accordingly. And it is Vortex. Okay, I don't mind that. Helis are gonna go super hard against that. Sada leaving so far the camo lead tier. And okay. Well, I think the game made the decision for us. Dark Champion. We have 45,000, so I honestly think we can gun for it. Unfortunately, I am a bit stressed because it is pretty expensive, but let's see how much exactly. I do obviously want this crosspath. There's 63,000, okay. I just need to save up a couple dozen rounds here. I think that can be done. Now it's just a question of how much do I want to buy before Dark Champion? I feel like getting a Dumb Knight might be good. Just for the sake of Vortex here. He's got 12k HP. This will all depend on how much damage the, I guess this thing does. Put him on strong. This should, on paper, be a piece of cake. Unfortunately, the balloons have something to say about that, so let's get heavy shells. Let's Leaping Sword here. I got a Maelstrom. Holy frick, I'm pausing. I'm pausing. Dumb Knight, Dumb Knight. And let's get a second Jungle Druid. Because this is brutal. Holy moly. Okay, I swear I'm gonna get stunned here. This is bad. This is bad. Let's move this thing a bit further back. This thing still attacks, but the main... No. Okay, this is doable, thankfully. But it's gonna take some moving around. I think the solution is very simple. We'll just get the Dumb Knight early, and then now we have 2 Dark Knights doing damage. Unfortunately, when I restart, I can no longer see the HP bar. So this just kind of gotta be all blind. But this is good, look. This spot doesn't stun it. Just gotta make sure to put it on first when it looks a bit sus, like now. But I think this is it. Skull number 2 now. Oh wait, how the hell did this get stunned? No, it didn't get stunned. That was the heli pilot. All right, final skull should be now. And we avoided stuns on the Dark Knights all 3 times, so... Yep, that was easy. Second time is always easier than the first. Nice. We've never been so back. Unfortunately, the money we're making each round is so bad. I don't know if it's balanced around no income. Anyways, we got our decamo tower, so I'm taking it. Even though I liked the other upgrades. This will be good in combination with our druids, giving +5. Because we have 5 more to add. My god, we can make a nice vengeance army here. Again, that's only if I decide that's the best option, like the Embert army. Looking at Blast Populus coming up next, I think Dark Champion can solo it, even though it will get targeted like crazy. Now that I'm looking at the income I'm getting, I think it's excusable that I lost first time, because oh my god, I'm so poor. What's the best out of these 3 here? I mean, I like Elite Defender for single target, but it's not gonna help us against the giant blimp. So I don't think that's gonna be the issue. Could go for more super monkeys, but nah, 1 more. Okay, never mind. I should have taken one of the earlier ones. We'll just do Archmage though, in case I need it. As you may have heard, Archmage is pretty fire now, and I think this round we'll finally get it. That was like what, on average 1.5k per round. That's truly pathetic. But this should annihilate everything coming in. Sadly, I can't buy much more unless I sell towers. But I hope this solos blast. 46,000 HP, which is simply about tier 1 levels. Yeah, I think if you get a Dark Champion on tier 1, you're bound to be good, right? Just gotta survive the couple seconds of downtime when it gets hit by the meteor and loses all the range. It's pretty expensive, $10,000, but do I want to pet rabbit maybe just to defend the balloons coming in? If I want to go for it, now would be better than later, because it would still take several rounds for it to restock. But I think I'm gonna skip it, honestly. It doesn't really do boss damage, so I'm gonna take that risk, and bad timing. It's honestly crazy that we're not allowed to beat any of these on the first try. Something gets us eventually, and this time it was the heat bar. So watch out. It's about here where we hit max heats, but we survived it this time. Very nice, very nice. Sought a Leaping Sword, and G to the G. Easy. Now, the hero I'm gonna get now is gonna be pretty weak by the end of the game. I'll do Pat Fussy just for the only reason being +1 damage, so maybe we'll put him near the entrance for, I don't know, if you, again, want to commit to the Druid army. And hello to round 85. I think we can also commit to a Super Monkey strategy. Screw the 1 damage Druids, they're only tier 2. We can just do this. Sun Avatar under Pat Fusty. And that also works with Brittle, but again, I can't even afford it. I think I'm just too damn poor. I think we get a choice of Paragon after round 92, but it's not, we're not gonna afford it, so the pick is mostly just gonna be what tier 5 of a tower do we want? Let's see, do I want aces, boomerangs, or darts? Probably boomerang for Moab Press? I'm not sure, honestly, but more glaives is a good cleanup, if the balloons are an issue at all. But I don't think so anymore, yeah, since it's the same, like, all normal BT6 rounds after round 80. Only 1 layer under each thing. And last pick here, last pick. I think I'm just gonna go for utility here. Glue Gunner, in case, again, the balloons are an issue. I think I'll finally sell a tower for the first time, just to maybe get an embrittlement. Actually, hold that thought. Look at the boss. It's frickin' Dread, and that's terrible for the fact that my main DPS is almost all magic. So I guess the boomerangs are okay for, whatchamacallit, permacharge? Do I want that? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to sweat bullets. I don't think the ace would have been better either, because I couldn't afford Sky Shredder. But I think it's gotta be Permacharge, given how poor we are. Freaking hell, at least it's only 24k HP. I think 48k total. We won't have to worry about the magic layer. Also, back on first. That was scary. But I was saying, we don't have to worry about the magic until, about here. So that's why the boomerang is a bit far back. I'm 14k short. I might need to sell the Dumb Knight here. Probably the most expendable. Dropping the 000 Super Monkey was a waste, but I was gonna go for Stun Avatar until I realized it was Red Bloon. So hope that is understandable. I think there's also some merit to not doing as much damage, because I don't want to keep damaging Rock Bloons or dealing with Rock Bloons, so let me move this a bit further back, like here. Because if you remember how slow Red Bloon is, we don't want him to keep dragging forever, so back here you go. Is what I wanted. And here we go, holding out to the last possible minute, just to see if like this can somehow actually beat Rock Bloons. I doubt it, but we gotta confirm first, right? Yep, it's awful, it's awful. Sell this. Sell this. How am I still dying? There it is. We got it. And it's not in range right now. And there's nothing to give range to. I think I need to actually move my Dark Champion spot in a better place so it doesn't get cock blocked. Maybe up here. So it can't DDTs. But okay, good to know Permacharge can indeed defend, like, the Rock Bloons. As it should, with only 24k HP. Unfortunately, we bugged it. Are you kidding me? We ran into the same Dread Bloon bug where he doesn't move, and that actually makes us take way longer than it should. Well, time for my mortar to do 2 damage at a time to it. Freaking love it. Again, where would we be without Speed Hack? Probably going nowhere, but now that's doing damage, much better. And support should be easy layer. Guys, I think this is looking good for a dub. But let's not speak too soon. So the bosses are never repeat. So what is left? Well, it's only Lich, yeah. 6 bosses, 120 rounds. It's Lich, which is good. Because the Ice Towers don't, you know, their debuffs still work just fine. We'll do the Anti-Balloon just so we unlock all paths. It'd be my wet dream if our last tower choice was a middle path heli, so that I don't have to keep selling, like, the Embrittlement spot. Maybe we should just skip Embrittlement and go for pure damage. I don't know, but again, I think it's looking good. Despite our insanely reduced income, like, this is crazy. This is the amount of income you'd have on, I think, round, I don't know, 85. Unfortunately, Lich is horrible, or Permacharge is horrible against Lich, because his buff does get stolen away. Luckily, that means I can sell for 30 extra K of defense. Unfortunately, doesn't mean I lost money from wasting it on buying this guy, but I had no choice. Last pick, please give me something good. Oh, you know what? Mobilim is actually not bad, because I think if the boss is weak, nuking it quickly might be the solution. I'm gonna nab it. Actually, I changed my mind. I think Sun Avatar is probably better than Elim with the debuffs that we have, or other buffs. I'm just gonna keep 11k cash on hand in case I need to spend on Jerry items. I think for sure, Pickle is worth them. Probably all the terrors here, except for the Dark Champion, but all the Super Monkeys. Here we go. 390k HP. Honestly, I'm just mostly worried about the FDDTs. They just keep on coming in. I'm wondering if I have enough DPS for that. If I don't, then that's already a big problem. And I don't. Wow. I'm cooked, aren't I? Well, okay, I can spend Jerry Fires. Jerry Fires. I'm not sure if that helps, but here's 3. On the bright side, the round never progresses from round 120, so we can theoretically live forever. Let's put every Super Monkey in strong. I gotta be a little more aggro here. Nope, that was a bad idea. And I'm dead. God freaking damn it. Yeah, this shit got bugged out to hell. Rip. I guess ultimately I really only have 1 drive to beat each tier 5, but it honestly didn't even look good there. Like, even if we didn't die to FDDTs, it didn't look like we have the DPS there, but I think I can debug this and give it one more shot. Alright, last try. This time, as you see, I overhauled my entire defense, sold the Dark Champion out, literally just to focus on Super Brittle, and 1 damage strategy. So, here goes nothing, I guess. We sold the NFT as well, in case you couldn't tell. I also, again, just have to hope this can defend DDTs. If it doesn't, then GG. Because I can't afford to waste money on FDT defense. We just have to somehow survive it. Survive through it. Off the bat, though, it already does not look good. FTTs actually are survivable. We just have to maybe micro if something gets close to getting through. Like now. Now we're cooked, man. One went through. But again, look at my defense. The fact that I can only afford this much after 120 rounds is just not fair. So it might just have to call it a GG, but I'm honestly... once again, I'm not dissatisfied with how I played there. I think the no income restriction is just way too harsh, and like, what was that chained F up to? Like, it's not supposed to be that fast. Again, I hate to end it on L here, but it just keeps bugging out, and yeah, this is not even close to working. So I'm definitely gonna tweak some rules to make it more fair next time. Stay tuned if you want to see what that has to offer. Because even though this is not the real BTD6 Rogue, I honestly find it nearly just as fun. And I hope you guys do too. Click here for more, and peace.